Hey guys, Jonathan was here for JM Sports 100 and jmsports.org. How is it going? I am here to make college football picks for Saturday, September 10th, 2011. Remember, I don't do baseball picks on college football Saturdays anymore. I will talk about what we did in baseball on Friday. Also, for those of you NFL fans awaiting my NFL preview for Week 1, it is up already. I posted it earlier today. Check it out. Made some picks there. Don't feel all that great about it. Don't feel all that great about the video period, to be honest with you. But anyway, I have a new sub, and I'm gonna get it out of the way first of all before I do anything else. The Mike Mingo is his name. I'm pretty sure. I gotta go back and look. Pretty sure that's what his name is. I should know this. Yeah, I was right. The Mike Mingo. I'll put a link in the description. He follows both my channels. He also follows the King H940, which is my video game channel. So check him out, and I will sub to him again, I guess. So I'll do that. And the Mike Mingle, thanks for your support. We struggle, or no, I'm sorry, we didn't struggle in baseball yesterday. We did good in baseball yesterday. We went 10-5, 1,106 wins, 925 losses. The overarcher Red Sox lose again. That's all I've got to say. College football is actually where we struggled. Kinda, in a way. We went 0-2, so yeah, obviously we struggled. We went 0-2 today, or on Friday. 0-2 for the week, obviously. 68-11 for the year, and 638 wins, 226 losses, lifetime. In the two games that happened, first of all, don't let the first game, which was Florida International and Louisville, fool you. Florida International won 24-17. The game not that close. Louisville played like total crap, to be honest with you. They looked awful. They didn't do a very good job at all in that contest. There's a receiver from Florida International. I totally forgot his name. Maybe I'll look it up and put an annotation in here. Maybe. Anyway, he is a beast. I can't think what his last name is. And he is a total beast, and he just ripped up Louisville. And then losing in overtime, Missouri and Arizona State battling it out 37-30 in overtime. Missouri getting upset there. Missouri was 21st ranked coming into it. But a good comeback. They went down by 14 in the fourth quarter. Was Mizzou, and they made a comeback there, but it came up short. Now, the thing that's going to come into question here is this. With just under a minute to go, Mizzou had a chance to win the game. Or, take the lead in the game. The game was tied at 30. Had a chance to take a 33-30 lead with a 48-yard field goal. Now, their field goal kicker has a career long of 50 yards. This one was a 48-yarder. He goes to kick it, and Missouri, his own team, calls a timeout. Okay, apparently maybe the coach didn't like what he saw. Second time, because you can do this in college football. Mizzou coach, timeout again. SMU kicker. What the hell? Why? So he missed the kick, and they ended up losing the game in overtime, 37-30. So that's how we got there, and let's get to now the rest of the NCAA football schedule for Saturday with some very intriguing matchups. We kick things off with Oregon State, number 8 Wisconsin, ESPN and ESPN3.com. Give me number 8 Wisconsin. I really like the way, as a Wisconsin fan, I was really excited with the way Wisconsin played behind Russell Wilson in his debut last Thursday. Toledo and number 15 Ohio State, Big Ten Network, so we can catch that game. I'm going to go with Ohio State, but watch Toledo. I don't think Ohio State's going to blow Toledo out in this game. Ohio State's got some suspensions again for this game, and I think Toledo's going to play Ohio State kind of tough. I am going to go with Ohio State for the win, though. Florida Atlantic and 17th ranked Michigan State, ESPN2 and ESPN3.com. I'm going to go with Michigan State. Iowa and Iowa State. Give me Iowa. Central Michigan takes on Kentucky at ESPNU. I am going to go with Kentucky there. San Diego State and Army. I'm going to go with Army there. South Dakota takes on Illinois on the Big Ten Network. I'm going to go with Illinois. Number 16, Mississippi State and Auburn. ESPN 3 and the SEC Network. That is a tough one. Auburn just barely pulled off a win last week. I'm going to call for the upset. I'm going to go with the Auburn Tigers, but I'm iffy there. Rutgers and North Carolina, ESPN3.com. I'm going to go with North Carolina. Norfolk State, 19th ranked. West Virginia, I'm going to go with West Virginia. That can be seen on ESPN3.com as well. Maine and Pittsburgh, ESPN3.com. Give me Pitt. Alabama State takes on Eastern Michigan. I'm going to go with Eastern Michigan. Northern Colorado and Colorado State. I'm going to go Colorado State. This is the first of our interesting games right here. Number 3, Alabama. Number 23, Penn State. Joe Paterno's lost 4 of his last 5 against Alabama. I'm going to say he's going to lose 5 of the last 6. That game can be seen on ABC at 3:30 Eastern Time. And I am going to go with Alabama, like I said here. Number 6, Stanford takes on Duke. I'm going to go with Stanford. Number 11, Virginia Tech takes on East Carolina. I'm going to go with Virginia Tech, but watch out for East Carolina. I'm not the only person to say watch out for Toledo, but as far as I know, I'm the only person to say watch out for East Carolina. Nevada takes on 13th ranked Oregon after Oregon fell in the standings after the loss to LSU last week. FX, where you can catch that game. I am going to go with Oregon to bounce back. Number 25, TCU takes on Air Force on Versus. I'm going to go with TCU to bounce back after they lost to Baylor last week. California takes on Colorado. I'm going to go with Cal. Eastern Illinois takes on Northwestern on the Big Ten Network. I'm going to go with Northwestern. New Mexico State takes on Minnesota on the Big Ten Network. I'm going to go with Minnesota after Minnesota almost upset USC last week. North Carolina State takes on Wake Forest, ESPN3. I'm going to go with North Carolina State. Wofford takes on Clemson on ESPN3. I'm going to go with Clemson. Purdue takes on Rice. I'm going to go with Purdue. Hawaii takes on Washington. I'm actually going to go with Washington in that game. Southern Miss takes on Marshall. I am going to go with Southern Miss. Cincinnati takes on Tennessee on ESPN2 and ESPN3.com. I'm going to go with Tennessee. Tulsa takes on Tulane. I'm going to go with Tulane in that game. Number 12, South Carolina takes on Georgia, ESPN and ESPN3. I'm going to go with South Carolina. I think Georgia drops to 0-2 for the first time since 1996. Rhode Island takes on Syracuse, ESPN3.com. I'm going to go with Syracuse. North Dakota takes on Idaho on ESPN3.com. I'm going to go with Idaho. UNLV takes on Washington State. I'm going to go with UNLV in that game. Charleston Southern takes on number 5 Florida State on ESPN3.com. I'm going to go with the Seminoles there. Southern Illinois takes on Ole Miss, ESPN3.com. I'm going to go with Ole Miss. Temple takes on Akron on ESPN3.com. I'm going to go with Temple. Stony Brook and Buffalo on ESPN3.com. I'm going to go with Buffalo. Texas State takes on Wyoming. I'm going to go with Wyoming. Fresno State takes on number 10 Nebraska on the Big Ten Network. Remember, Nebraska, a newly founded not newly founded, but newly acquired Big Ten school, and I'm going to go with Nebraska here. New Mexico and Arkansas, 14th ranked. ESPN News, where you can catch that game. I'm going to go with Arkansas. UAB takes on 18th ranked Florida on ESPN3.com. I'm going to go with Florida. Ball State takes on 22nd ranked South Florida, and I am going to go actually with South Florida after they really impressed me against Notre Dame last week as they picked up a win there. BYU and number 24th ranked Texas. Texas has never beaten BYU, and they have never beaten Syracuse. I'm going to go with Texas to get their first BYU victory. ESPN2 and ESPN3.com is where you can catch that game. Virginia takes on Indiana on the Big Ten Network, and I'm going to go with Virginia. Navy and Western Kentucky on ESPN3.com. I'm going to go with Navy. Morgan State takes on Bowling Green. I'm going to go with Bowling Green. Gardner Webb takes on Ohio, and I'm going to go with Ohio. Houston takes on North Texas on ESPN3. I'm going to go with Houston. Memphis and Arkansas State on ESPN3. I'm going to go with Memphis. Northern Illinois takes on Kansas. I'm going to go with Kansas. Louisiana Lafayette takes on Kent State. Give me Kent State. Some of these games, I don't even know, like that one. I don't really know where to go. Central Arkansas, Louisiana Tech, ESPN3.com. I'm going to go with Louisiana Tech. Georgia Tech takes on Middle Tennessee on ESPN3.com. I'm going to go with Georgia Tech. Grambling State takes on Louisiana Monroe on ESPN3. I'm going to go with Louisiana Monroe. UTEP takes on SMU. I'm going to go with UTEP in that game. Nicholls State takes on Western Michigan. I'm going to go with Western Michigan. Utah takes on USC versus, and I'm going to go actually with the Utah Utes to beat USC after USC did not look that great against Minnesota. UConn takes on Vandy on ESPN3. I'm going to go with UConn. Northwestern State takes on number 2 LSU on ESPN3. After the way LSU looked last week, I cannot go against them this week, especially going against Northwestern State. I'm going to go with LSU. The big game everyone's talking about, ESPN, ESPN3.com, 8 o'clock Eastern Time, Notre Dame and Michigan. First night game at the Big House. People are split as to where to go, and Notre Dame is unranked after their loss last week. I am going to go with Michigan. I really am. I think Notre Dame is on their way to starting the season off 0-2, even though I did say last week to watch out for them. I thought they'd be good. I think they'll continue to struggle this week as well. Weber State and Utah State on ESPN3. I'm going to go with Utah State. Boston College and UCF. I'm going to go with UCF, and San Jose State takes on UCLA. I am going to go with UCLA. So a couple of those games, like I said, not totally sure about, but for the most part, I'm pretty sure about a lot of them. Like I said, don't forget to check out the NFL stuff. If you're watching this video and you want to see the NFL stuff, just go click on my channel. It's going to be the featured video. The NFL stuff's going to be the featured video for now. So I am Jonathan Mosette for JM Sports 100 and JMSports.org. I'm excited for a big day of college football tomorrow, and then hopefully, as long as all goes according to plan, vacation on Sunday. Looking forward to that. I am out, guys. See you later. Peace.